Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Lolo's Place. So today in this video guys, we are going to be talking about the top 5 assault rifles in season 9 of Call of Duty Mobile. So without any further delay, let's get into the video. So now guys, before getting into the top 5 list, I just want to pull out a honorable mention just straight off the bat. So as you guys can see, the first honorable mention goes to the Type 25. Yeah, the Type 25 is been a really good gun, and as you guys can see the stats on screen, we have 24 damage up to 10 meters and 22 damage in that 10 to 20 meters, and then it just drops off. And that is where the part that you don't want to take that much of long range fights. And it is a decent gun, but it's not that worth to be in the top 5 list. I just thought about it. And also you guys can see the time to kill, 304 milliseconds in that close range combats, and also till that 10 to 20 meters is again 304 milliseconds. And from the 20 to 25 it is 381 milliseconds. So that just is just like a really long gap. And of course, when it comes to that medium to long range fights, the Type 25 recoil of course just kicks off.
Recoil, and also recoil goes.
So yeah, and that's the main reason that this is in horrible mentions list. Now let's get into the top 5. So coming in at that number 5 spot, it is none other than the HBR A3, and this gun was really good in the last 2 seasons, but in this season there are actually like a lot more guns which are better than the HBR, but still it is a good gun and does not have that much of recoil. And also, as you guys can see the stats, you have the damage for range, which is like up to 15 meters it does 26 damage, and 15 to 25 it's 22 damage, and then it just drops off. And this is actually a really good gun for the medium to long ranges because it actually has no recoil, and when you put a sight on it like a red dot or a holographic, and of course this gun is a beast. And now as you guys can see the time to kill, we have up 258 milliseconds till 15 meters, and from 15 to 25 it's 344 milliseconds, and then it's just, that's the range where you don't need, or you don't have to take fights in from 25 meters, but till 25 it's okay. Now coming in at that number 4 spot, it was actually a tie between two weapons, which was the KM44 and the LK24, but I have to give the number 4 spot to the KM44. And I'm not gonna lie, these two guns are very identical. And as you guys can see, the damage range for the KM44, 26 damage up to 20 meters, and from 20 to 40 meters it has 24 damage, and it is pretty good when it comes to medium range, and not that bad to take fights in the long range, but I won't prefer to. And now I'm just going to show you guys the damage for range for the LK24, and I'm just going to show you guys how identical these two are. As you guys can see, 26 up to 20 meters, the same thing, and then when it comes to that 20 to 30 it just drops by 2 damage, and that's why the KN44 deserves to be in this list. And also we're going to be comparing the time to kill for both of the weapons, and as you guys can see it's just the same, 287 milliseconds till 20 meters, and that's the same for the LK24, and 382 milliseconds from 20 to 40 meters. But when it comes to 20 to 40, the LK just drops, as you can see that orange area in that 30 to 40 meters, because of that damage reduction per shot in that range. Now before moving into top 3 spots, I just wanted to put out another honorable mention, and that goes to the AK-47. Now the AK-47 again is pretty underrated, but when it comes into the right hand it is a beast. And as you guys can see the stats, it has 33 damage up to 30 meters, which is just astonishing. And from that 30 to 60 meters it is a 24 shot per kill. And as you can see, from that 30 to 35 it's 25 damage per shot, and from 30 to 60 it's 24 per shot, which means that you guys can actually kill enemies across the map in just 5 shots. And that's actually really, really crazy for an assault rifle. And now here, see the time to kill. It's not that bad, and the one and the main reason, which is the disadvantage about this gun, is the fire rate, and that's why that is just a little bit amount more of time to kill for this gun. As you guys can see, 30 meters, it's 329 milliseconds, and same for 30 to 35, and above 35, it is 438 milliseconds. Now coming in at that number 3 spot, it is none other than the Man of War. I would say that the number 3 and the number 2 guns are pretty identical when it comes to time to kill, but I would say that the number 2 weapon is of course better than the Man of War. And as you can see, the damage per range, we have 34 damage per shot till 20 meters, and 30 meters is 30 damage, and above 30 is just 28 and 24 and just drops. And this gun is actually really good when in that medium to long ranges, because it has not that much of recoil. It's just vertical recoil, so it's really easy to control, or with a grip or without a grip. It's just very easy to control. The iron sight is really good in this gun. And now as you can see, the time to kill, we have 241 milliseconds up to 15 meters, and from 20 to 30 it is 362, and it just increases till 60 meters. So yeah, it is a really, really good gun and pretty underrated as well. And if you have not yet tried this gun in season 9, you really have to try this gun. Now, coming in at the number 2 spot, most of the people would have, before clicking this video, would have thought that, okay, so number 2 is going to be KN-44, but no, it's not. This gun is the most underrated gun when it came into COD Mobile, and almost people use it, but if you haven't, this gun is just a real beast, and I enjoyed using this gun, and it's none other than the SM-10. Yes, the number 2 spot is going to SM-10, of course. Very, very underrated, and the damage per range is just astonishing. As you guys can see, 34 damage per shot till 20 meters, and 20 to 30 is 26, and then 30 to 60 it's 22, and then 20 meters. This actually really has a very, very good time to kill, and as I said, it is really identical to the Man of War. As you guys can see, 241 till 20 meters, same as the Man of War, and 20 to 30 it's 362. From 30 to 45 it's 483 milliseconds, and it just goes up. This gun is actually really, really good when it comes to the close range combats, I'm not gonna lie. And I'll say that recoil is really controllable when you have a grip on. Without a grip, it's just a madness. It's just bumps here and there, so I would just recommend you using a grip. And also, I never thought that this gun would perform this well until until I laid my hands on it. And if you didn't, I would really recommend using this gun. Now for the number 1 assault rifle in season 9 of Call of Duty Mobile. Actually, like, everyone knows it, I don't need to introduce it, okay? It's none other than the ICR-1. This gun is just really, really good, and I can't say how good it is because of the time to kill and the damage per range. And as you guys can see the stats on screen, it has a 308.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Got him! Got him!
Okay. Yeah, I get it. ICR is not that good when it comes to like 1v1 fights. It is okay, but it's not good, and it does not deserve to be in this top 5 list. And the number 1 assault rifle in Call of Duty Mobile of season 9, it is the DR8. Yeah, the DRH is actually very good, and overall it's a great weapon. And as you guys can see, the stats on screen: damage per range, 38.6 up to 15 meters. From 15 to 25, it's 30 per shot, and from 25 to 35, it's 28.8, and about 35, it is 22.8. It's it's just really good, okay? And the iron side of this gun is also really clean and really easy to control the recoil, and also the time to kill. It is just crazy, and the time to kill or the OGM attachment makes this assault rifle the fastest killing assault rifle in the whole game. Till that 15 meters, it is 210 milliseconds. From 15 to 35, it is 315, and about 35 meters, it is 420 milliseconds. And when it comes to the close range and medium range, this gun is just really good. And also, you don't want to use that much when it comes to long range fights, unless you're playing crossfire. And if you're playing crossfire and if you want to take long range fights, I would recommend going for a sniper and not the DRH. So yes guys, that is it, and that's the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also comment down below and let me know if this subtitle thing that's coming in the bottom is helpful for you guys or not. And if it is helpful, I will try to put subtitles in, like, from the next video as well. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.